I'm going to share with you the 7 most common objections that you will hear on an enrollment call. And as I say them, it might be interesting for you to make a list on your piece of paper, the ones that you've heard from people you're trying to sign up and the ones you've used yourself. Okay? Got it? I've heard and I've actually said myself. So the first one is, of course, I can't afford it. Who's heard that one? 2, I don't have time. Yes, I don't have time. I'm too busy. Not the right time. I don't think this will work for me. So somebody who's had a lot of coaching in the area that you're coaching in and has tried different people and they're not making progress might say that to you. You hear it a lot in health coaching, in the wellness. You know, I've tried to lose weight 25 different ways my whole life and nothing works for me. I'm trying to find my soulmate and I can't, nothing works for me. I can't figure out, who I'm going to be with and I want a family. I can't get my business to produce a profit. None of the coaching I've ever had worked for me. So it's a pretty common objection. And I certainly have heard that a lot in the coaching industry. I need to think about it. How about that one? I need to think about it. I don't make any decisions on the spot. I've gotten into trouble so many times by doing that. And I kick myself every time I buy something and don't think about it. I have to ask my blank. I've heard I have to ask my husband, I have to ask my wife, I have to ask my financial advisor. I have to ask my mother, I have to ask my aunt, I have to ask my higher power, I have to ask my guides, I've had to ask my angels, I have to ask my dog, and I've had to ask my cat. I've done thousands of sessions and people figure things out the way they figure them out. Right? So that's definitely something that people say. So be prepared to hear it. Don't be surprised. Can you send me something in writing? Have you ever heard that? I need to read it over. I need to think about it. Now, again, if you're doing corporate work, everything's going to be in writing. It's going to be a proposal. It's going to be all that stuff. And it's going to go through 12 people before you get a yes, right? They send you something in writing is definitely one that you depending on where you are and who you coach. But typically, if you're talking with the decision maker and they say this to you, this is usually an objection. And I'll work on it myself with what you gave me today. I wonder, has anyone ever heard that one? I'll work on it myself with what you gave me today, and I'll let you know in a couple of weeks after I try out some of the things you told me. Here's why that one comes out. That one comes out because you went off track on the script and you coached them in the wrong place. We don't coach people until we get to the objections. And that's where you start your coaching on the call. Does that make sense to you?